Yeehaw, folks! Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain, and we are taking a look at a beer from Clown Shoes. This is a Yeehaw! New England style IPA for 2021. Double dry hopped. There's some pretty interesting artwork on the cover here, on the can, which I'm pretty sure going to lend itself, at least partly, to the story of the beer, and probably in reference to some other beers they've done. We got a dude in a jumpsuit with a seal or a weasel around his neck, riding a springy pink pony from the playground, wearing clown shoes. Of course, clown shoes have to be on the label, with a space helmet on, and I think that's an otter with a space helmet on, meteorites around him, dragging a cactus with a penguin maybe clinging to the cactus. Oh, penguin, that's a Hoppy Feet reference there. Anyway, tons of references to other beers here on the label, I'm sure. I think those are both otters. Maybe that's an otter around his waist as well as on his head. Pardon. Anyway, let's see what we can find out from the story on the label. Until the space otters, nudged him back to the straight and narrow, Jim was destined for a life of space piracy. But he learned a valuable lesson from those darn otters. Just because you've harnessed the power of a hobby horse comet, there's a hobby horse-based beer in their lineup, I can't think of it right now, doesn't mean that power is destined for thievery and deception. Lasso yourself into that glorious stratosphere, Jim, and continue your heroic deeds of galactic generosity. This year's edition of our first ever New England IPA, doubles down on its tropical citrus focus with a double dry hopping in the fermentation tank, in the fermentation tank with Citra, Azaka, and Mosaic hops leading the way. DDH, double dry hopped, yeehaw, is an explosion of the fruit notes and smooth, full-bodied flavor that is exemplary of this modern style. So we're basically dealing with a double dry hopped IPA, New England style, which means all New England hops. And there's a couple of call-outs to some previous Clown Shoes beers. So let's check this out. And I apologize, folks, if this is getting posted later than this beer may be available in your area. But I can't recall, honestly, at this point, because I've been sitting on a few beers here, whether this was acquired on a pilgrimage of mine throughout several Portland, Maine beer shops, or if it was just found in a local place, or if Buddy Fingers and his wife, the Lady Fingers, dropped this off at my doorstep. I apologize. There's a ton of shit in my beer fridge right now that, well, I have lost track of. It's been a rough year for the Mighty Plantain, let me tell you that. One divorce and one broken hand and some other bullshit later. I have not focused on the beer acquisition and categorization lately. So, anyway, this is an extremely hazy, juicy-looking beer. I do see some flocculent chunks at the bottom that have me a little bit concerned, but not too badly. But not a lot of light getting through this, even though it is obviously a lighter-looking beer, even though it's very hazy. So, orange to yellow, again, very hazy, somewhat fluorescent down here, but quite flocculent and not very effervescent. This is a very juicy looking beer. It's double dry hopped New England IPA. Shit. That smells like a freshly poured glass of orange juice. I mean, I'm very much keyed toward citrus and pine, but I am definitely getting citrus from this, and specifically orange. I mean, holy shit. If I took a carton of Minute Maid and dumped it into a glass, it would smell the same to me. So, maybe a hint of a metallic tang to it, but very, very faintly. It's got a similar body to Minute Maid orange juice with pulp. It's got quite a medium heavy mouthfeel. Smooth. Relatively easy. It's got that Minute Maid smell, but the mouthfeel of something like Sunny Delight. Medium heavy. Bordering on heavy. Whew, pardon. Pardon again. Even though I'm not seeing a lot of bubbles coming up through, it's definitely got some effervescence to it, as evidenced by the gas that I'm passing. But I'm definitely getting that orange juice character in the burps. But I'm definitely getting citrus and a bit of earthiness to it as well. There's a bit of earthiness bordering on metallic. Bordering. It's not quite at that metallic tang that would be unpleasant, but it's like this very minerally, rocky earthiness that borders on the metallic without actually being metallic. Hints of grassiness in the finish, with like a fresh cut lawn. If you could taste the aroma of a fresh cut lawn with some leaves in the mix. Maybe that's just my imagination because it's fall time and there are leaves on my lawn, but it's slightly composted leaves that have been sitting on your lawn have a bit of earthiness to them, so maybe that's what I'm getting, is this earthiness mixed with grassiness. I'm liking it. I'm really, really liking it. The grassiness and the fresh earthiness that I'm associating with leaves is probably a result of the fact that the hops are very fresh, being that it's been dry hopped twice. Anyway, I'm not getting any notes of pine. I'm not getting any notes of anything else, no dankness or anything like that. Just what I've described so far. And I'm hitting this with a 4.5 out of 5. It's got a lot of really interesting notes to it. It's got a really smooth character, and everything that I'm describing comes together really well. It's just short of hitting that wow factor, because every characteristic that I've described so far even though the earthiness and that metallic tang and the grassiness is something that I don't always pick up on in IPAs, because again, I mostly keyed towards citrus and pine, it's not quite unique enough to make me go wow or to completely blow me away, but it is definitely getting my attention as a couple of esters that I don't normally get. So it's pretty damn good. Anyway, that's just my take on it. Hit me up down below in the comments or the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about this beer. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. By employee owned, because now that Clown Shoes falls under the Harpoon banner, they are employee owned, and cheers.